This video is going to break down why LeBron James will retire in LA as a Los Angeles Laker. This video will be broken down to 3 parts. First business, then family, and then everything Lakers. Let's start with business. One of the first things to mention is why LeBron came to the Lakers was for Hollywood, his production company, Spring Hill Entertainment in Los Angeles. Uninterrupted is a brand founded by LeBron James and Mav Carter, which their HQ just so happens to be in Los Angeles. He's a co-founder of Ladder. It's titled as a health and wellness company, protein, pre-workout, and some vegan foods, which also just happens to be located in Los Angeles. Also owns many Blaze Pizza franchises in Chicago, South Florida, and he also works with them as a paid endorser and also invests back into the company. But out of all LeBron James' business aspirations, there's one thing that can go without mention. He just so happens to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. I would say that pretty much ties him up in LA. Through all his business avenues, most of his in-person things that need to get done are in LA. And of course, he plays basketball at Staples Center in LA. Now let's move on to family. And family is very important to LeBron James. He's made that clear. And there's no way he's gonna bounce his family all around the United States. Where does LeBron's family live, you ask? In this small little place called Brentwood. Basically LA. Oh, but he can just pick up and move. Really? Are his kids gonna pick up and move too? All 3 of his kids attend Sierra Canyon. And where, you may ask? Chatsworth. Oh, but that's not Los Angeles. Oh wait, Chatsworth is coincidentally in Los Angeles. Are you seeing a pattern? Now let's get into everything regarding the Lakers. But before directly talking about the Lakers, we gotta talk about someone who is indirectly involved with the Lakers. Rich Paul, but more specifically, Klutch Sports. Childhood friend and agent of LeBron James. And as much as you may want to deny it, Klutch Sports does have a hand in the Lakers organization. Why? Because they represent 35% of the roster. KCP, AD, Trez, THT, Ben Mack, and of course Legault. Now if you think that's a lot, you should have seen last year's Laker roster. 40% of the total year's Laker roster was signed to Klutch Sports. I use total because guys were bouncing in and out. You know, late season signings. The Lakers were signing Klutch Sports guys. It's no secret that LeBron James has ties with the Lakers front office. Jeannie Buss, who's the Lakers governor, loves LeBron James even more than LA street tacos. She has made it known that she wants LeBron to stay here for as long as he wants to. Rob Pelinka, general manager and vice president of basketball operations, also has a hand in this. He is the main factor of who gets on the Lakers roster. And it has been known that him and LeBron have been buddy-buddy. And there's also the Lakers coaching staff of Phil Handy, who is a very good friend of LeBron, Jason Kidd, and of course Frank Vogel. LeBron has spoken very highly of the Lakers front office and staff, going out of his way to gas all of them up, pretty much showing that there are ties between them and that he loves the organization. The fact that his good friend and running mate Anthony Davis, after just coming off a 2020 championship season, pretty much shows where LeBron's future is headed. So now that I've thrown out all of LeBron James' personal information, you're gonna sit here and tell me that LeBron James is gonna leave LA after his family is established here, his businesses boom here, and he is the face of the Lakers organization, weaved into the front office, having no troubles with them whatsoever, unlike Cleveland. And with all this to say, LeBron James is going to retire a Los Angeles Laker.